Thank you. It's the Seattle Pilots, the one and done season.
Seattle artist Shakur Nelson is using his stage for a history lesson.
I knew there was going to be a lot of young fans out here today, and I wanted to teach them a little bit about Seattle baseball.
Ah! Yeah. Hey, Michael. I think for these kids and the things that they experience in their life, the opportunity to be here on the big stage, like living their dream with the mascots, with the other players, is fantastic.
The All-Star Game and All-Star Week are all about celebrating the game of baseball.
Matthew, you count 1, 2, 3. We say Mariners. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
And it's as good as ever.
Hey, good game. Good game. Good game. Good game.
Oh, that looks like so much fun.
And that is the fun thing when a city near you hosts one of these big events. I've been to a Final Four, I've been to a couple Super Bowls, but they have all these other side events. So, they took over the Seahawks Stadium. It's Lumen Field now, I believe. Yeah. There's been so many changes, but it's so busy there. And again, just super cool for those kids and just love to see it.
Yeah.
All right, we love to see this. Let's take a look outside at our lovely Skycam network. And folks, it's a beautiful day. Can't wait to tell you all about it. That's coming up.
Plus, with an increase in call volume, Walla Walla County Fire District 5 is requesting a lift of the levee lid. And an intersection in Wapato is undergoing a major overhaul to help stop fatal crashes. Good Morning Northwest continues right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest, on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Tuesday. It's 6 o'clock on the dot.
Yes, it is, and it's beautiful and sunny outside, unlike yesterday morning.
Unlike yesterday morning, but I sat outside. I enjoyed a little bit of that thunder and lightning.
I kind of like hearing it.
It was yes, it's just very calming. Let's take a look outside. I know it's not too calming for the pets, so I do feel bad for them. Looking at a beautiful morning, folks, and a beautiful day is in store, so just get ready for it. As we look at our radar, free and clear, just a gorgeous day ahead, and we're going to be seeing plenty of sunshine, and we're going to see plenty of sunshine for the week ahead. Now, we do have a little bit of cloud coverage coming in for your Wednesday, especially overnight into your morning hours tomorrow, but besides that, we're seeing more sunshine than not. Highs upper 80s, lower 90s today, tomorrow, and Thursday. And by the time we get to Friday and into our weekend, we're going to slowly warm up. Could see triple digits to mid-90s by Saturday and Sunday. So again, we have a hot weekend on the way, staying dry, and a beautiful Tuesday is ahead. I'm going to tell you all about that in my forecast. That is coming up. And again, folks, it is going to be gorgeous. But folks, let's send it right back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. Evacuation orders are in place for Grant County residents west of Quincy as the Baird Springs fire threatens homes. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, people living in Crescent Bar and those on Stuhlmiller Road Northwest, Rose Road, Freeze Road, Coles Road, Road 12 Northwest, Road W Northwest, Road 11.2 Northwest, and Road U Northwest are under a Level 3 evacuation order and should leave immediately because of the fire. Now, the fire has burned an estimated 2,400 acres and has no containment as of yet. State mobilization has been authorized for the fire as homes, crops, and a processing warehouse are threatened. There's a Red Cross emergency shelter at Quincy Middle School. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says a lightning strike is suspected of starting a fire near Coulee City early yesterday morning. Now, the fire prompted some Level 3 leave now evacuation orders, but those were lifted within a few hours. The Sheriff's Office says the fire took out some power lines but didn't impact buildings. 24 people have been killed in crashes on U.S. Highway 97 over the past 20 years. Another 435 have suffered injuries. But Apple Valley News Now's Emily Goodell tells us state transportation officials are making headways on improving conditions at the worst areas for crashes.
Over the past 20 years, the intersection of Jones Road and U.S. Highway 97 in Wapato has seen at least 52 crashes, 35 injuries, and 3 fatalities. But It's a problem state transportation officials say should be solved soon. To make this area safer for drivers, crews have already started work on a $3 million project to turn this intersection into a roundabout.
Some of the accidents that we have seen here, running the stop signs and having a high-speed impact. With the roundabout, it's nearly impossible to do that, entering the roundabout at a much safer, much lower speed.
An approach they've already seen work at 97 and McDonald Road in Toppenish, which had 59 crashes, 56 injuries, and 2 fatalities during that same period. But since they installed the roundabout a year and a half ago,
we've had over 10 million vehicles go through that same intersection, 0 fatalities.
Just 5 documented crashes and no serious injuries.
I fully support the roundabouts. Anything to make our community safer.
It's a remedy they're planning to use for other problem areas on 97.
The next one in line is lateral A97. The one after that is the 97-22 intersection, and then the 223-22 intersection further to the east.
In the meantime, they're asking drivers to slow down and pay attention while they're in the construction zone to make sure everyone stays safe. In Wapato, Emily Goodell, Apple Valley News Now.
Transportation officials say they hope to have the roundabout completed before winter hits. Walla Walla County Fire District 5 is preparing to ask voters to lift the fire levy lid in November. Back in March, the District 5 chief told us they received the same funding as previous years, but the number of fires they respond to has increased.
Last year we had 75, we call them overlapping calls, which means that during a call we had another one happen, especially for outlying areas like Wallula and Charbonneau. We'd really be able to get out there a lot quicker instead of relying on this Pasco Fire Department or Franklin County Fire District 3 to help us out. And they've been great, but you could burn bridges if you use that all the time. You're not doing anything for yourself, to improve your community's safety.
Fire district officials say they've operated for 30 years without raising the levy rate. Now the Board of Fire Commissioners has voted to put a fire levy lid lift on the ballot this November, asking voters to increase the levy by 24 cents per $1,000 of assessed property value. If you have a piece of property assessed at $350,000, it would add about $7 per month to your tax bill. Well, last night, Renninger Winery in Walla Walla broke ground on a new expansion project. They're preparing to build a new shaded seating area on the lawn at the winery. This project is in partnership with the Walla Walla Chamber of Commerce. Officials tell us they're excited to give customers a way to enjoy the outdoors and local wine. This groundbreaking is just ahead of Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. That festival starts later this week. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
You see it there, folks. What a beautiful start to our day. A little different than our start yesterday. But folks, how's our Tuesday looking? I'll get you prepared for the day and the week ahead. My first alert weather forecast coming up.
Plus, a young Miami girl tells her story after she was able to fend off a kidnapping attempt.
My Cheddar Biscuit breakfast sandwiches check all the boxes. Delicious? Check. Great deal? Check. Served on buttermilk biscuits with real cheddar cheese baked into them? Didn't know that was a box, did you? Well, it is. Check. Get my 2 for $6 Cheddar Biscuit breakfast sandwiches any time of day.
Stan, where's Alice? She's supposed to stay with us.
Oh, shoot. Where could she?
Hey, everybody. I'm Alice. I'm new here. The new zipline ride looks so fun. You go back and forth. Awesome!
And we've lost control of the Alice situation.
Triple Play has fun for everyone, including the brand new zipline ride. And it's all attached to a cozy hotel.
I mean, she's a natural spokosaur who isn't tempted to eat anyone, because she's an herbivore.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, maybe even ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. That's when I found this, the Brux Night Guard. Now the Brux Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brux Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Go to bruxnightguard.com and order yours today.
There's working you. And then there's chill you. Chill you is more carefree and curious, more present, more relaxed, more fun. Chill you is the best you. There you are. Bring back your chill you with an escape to Coeur d'Alene, the city by the lake. Find countless ways to play and stay in CDA at visitcda.org.
Made with freshly cracked egg and real cheddar baked into the biscuits, my Cheddar Biscuit breakfast sandwiches are the best way to start your morning, even if your morning starts in the afternoon. Slept through all 6 of your alarms? We're here for you. Get 2 for just $6, all day at Jack in the Box.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning. Well, we turn now to a 6-year-old from Florida who stood tall and protected herself when police say a man tried to kidnap her. ABC's Rhiannon Alley has the story.
You're playing over here?
With my sisters and brothers.
And then where did he come from?
From this way.
This brave little girl in Miami is describing the moment she was nearly kidnapped while playing outside. 6-year-old Lyric says a man approached her and grabbed her.
When he came and grabbed you, did you scream?
Yes.
She described to our Miami station, WPLG, what happened next.
And then what'd you do?
Yeah, I bit him.
And then what?
Then he slapped me and threw me on the floor.
Police say the man in this video grabbed Lyric and tried to take her, but she fought back, not only biting the man, who was many times her size, but also getting a good look at him.
What did he look like?
Got black hair with Jesus earrings and white clothes.
Police later arresting this man, Leonardo Venegas, with that black hair, cross earring and white shirt, just as Lyric had described. Lyric credited her mom with teaching her a timeless lesson.
And what does your mom say about strangers?
Don't talk to strangers.
I told her, don't talk to strangers, and if anything happens, just try to pick up something that's close to her and just hit her with it.
Police commending Lyric for her intelligence and bravery.
We're thankful that she, did enough to save her life.
Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Very good. Well, Lyric's mother says they're now planning to move, and until then, well, Lyric will be playing inside. Coming up, Yakima police have a man in custody who's accused of threatening to shoot up Yakima Valley College. And folks, I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. Beautiful Tuesday is on the way. That's next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us, everyone.
Come see us today and feel the power of Pingree.
When you need legal help, trust Quantum Legal. We're here for you in times of trouble, whether you need assistance with criminal defense, personal injury, or have been injured on the job. Law is a complicated matter. Our team of experts will fight for you and help you find the best solution for your situation. Don't let life's challenges get the best of you. We're here to help. Call us today at 509-783-5551 or visit our website at quantumlegal.com.
Where's the most mouth-watering pizza and best salad bar in town? Well, Hubby's Pizza, of course. And with the lunch special starting as low as $10.49 for a 2-topping Pee-wee pizza and a medium drink, why go anywhere else? Delicious, mouth-watering food with only the freshest ingredients. It's lunchtime and I'm going to Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
When migraine strikes, are the trade-offs of treating worth it? Ubrelvy is another option. It quickly stops migraine in its tracks. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Ask about Ubrelvy.
During summer, weather can change suddenly.
Stacy Lee. She knows the Northwest, and she knows Northwest weather.
High winds, extreme heat, dangerous lightning, disrupting plans for you and your family.
Stacy Lee, Apple Valley News Now First Alert Weather.
Next live from the new Mission Impossible, Haley Atwell.
I may or may not have started a rumor that you and your entire family are in the CIA.
Plus, Kate McKinnon from Barbie.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Spectacular Boundary Dam. Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 tonight. From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday morning, everyone. We're moving along in the week, and we have another sparkler to talk about today. And yesterday afternoon and evening, very, very nice. But yesterday morning, we did see all that stormy conditions come through. Well, nothing like that this morning. Looking very nice and calm, and it is going to stay that way, folks. Just a beautiful day ahead. We're going to see a little bit of changes tomorrow with a little bit more cloud coverage, but we are looking to stay dry for the next couple of days at least. Now, our current temperatures, we're in the mid to more lower 60s to upper 50s. Our cool spot, rare for Yakima, right at 53. So a little cooler than it has been. And if you didn't have time yesterday to cool down your house or apartment, maybe open up that window for a little bit before you head off to, well, wherever you're headed on this Tuesday morning. So looking at average temperatures for the next couple of days through Thursday, average for the Tri-Cities is 92. So for all of our cities, mid to upper 80s, lower 90s, and that's exactly what we're going to be seeing for the next couple of days. Then we're going to ascend above our average starting Friday, and as we get into our weekend, looks like we'll see the return possibly of triple digits, if not mid to upper 90s across the board. So another above average heat weekend is on the way, though we're getting a bit of a break for the next couple of days. And again, folks, you saw the sunny skies on our sky cam, pretty much sunny skies throughout our areas this morning, and that should continue, though we do have that cloud coverage coming in late tonight. So as we're looking at our future cast, just a lovely Tuesday ahead, and cloud coverage for tomorrow morning, maybe even into the evening hours. But other than that, way more sunshine than not for the next 7 days as we're looking to stay dry. So it is good news that we did see a little bit of precipitation yesterday to help out with these dry conditions. So as we look at our winds, we do expect to see 10 to 15 mile per hour winds at times today, maybe a little heavier in our evening hours. We're seeing most of that in the Blue Mountains and in the Tri-Cities area. Very light, though, in Yakima. So again, occasional 10 to 15 mile per hour winds today, and that speed should continue for the next couple of days. And again, at times maybe even up to 20 miles per hour. Looks like just a tad less wind for your weekend, but still, folks, no real wind events on the way. For our allergy forecast, we're in the moderate zone for trees and grass. Weeds and mold, you're still in the low, and nettle and plantain are your specific allergens. So taking a look at our highs today. Upper 80s to lower 90s for the Yakima Valley, 83 for Ellensburg. In the Mid-Columbia, lower 90s to upper 80s. And over in the Blue Mountain region, a little warmer there, 90 in Walla Walla, 88 in Pendleton. 7-day forecast, and look at all that sunshine, again, besides that morning cloud coverage tomorrow for Yakima. Right around that 90-degree mark through Thursday, then mid to upper 90s into your weekend. Overnight lows, mostly in the mid to lower 60s. In the Tri-Cities area, mid 60s for your overnight lows, lower 90s for your highs today through Thursday, 96 Friday, and possible triple digits by the weekend. So folks, for your Tuesday today, you see it. It is gorgeous when you step outside, plenty of sunshine that will persist for your day. A lovely Tuesday is ahead.
The 2022 Crime in Washington report released this week. While data shows that crime has decreased in some parts of the United States, overall crime in Washington has continued to rise as of 2022. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio. Now, Riley, Washington State has been experiencing a drop in law enforcement officer recruitment. Is this trend continuing?
Good morning, Jill. Yes, it is. According to the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs, the number of commissioned officers statewide has continued to drop from 10,736 to 10,666, while Washington's population has increased by more than 90,000. Washington, once again, is ranked 51st in the country for the number of officers per 1,000 residents. That's for the 13th year in a row. The average across the country is 2.31 officers per capita, while Washington is sitting at 1.36 in 2022. This is also the lowest rate of officers per capita Washington has ever recorded. According to Steve Strachan with WASPC, regional training facilities will help to minimize the increasing gap between the number of officers and the growing population, but it will take years to bridge that gap.
Our academy is increasing capacity. That is a good thing. We now have regional training academies. That is a good thing. And I would also say that anecdotally, particularly from agencies that are seeing good, strong community support in terms of their law enforcement agency. I'm hearing from chiefs and sheriffs who say, I'm getting good recruits. We're beginning to get back on track. The pipeline is full. So hopefully we're going to start to see those numbers improve in the next year.
The City of Pasco Police Department opened a regional training center for law enforcement officers in May. Training is underway for the first class right now. Car thefts are increasing across the state as well. Those numbers are coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Thank you, Riley. Authorities have arrested a man they say threatened to shoot up Yakima Valley College yesterday morning. Police say someone in the 1300 block of South 12th Avenue called 911 and dispatchers heard a man make the shooting threat and a woman saying he had a gun. All officers on duty responded, found the man near the college and chased him when he ran. Officers located the gun hidden nearby and the man was arrested. He's facing charges of first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm, obstruction, and resisting arrest. A Yakima County deputy prosecuting attorney who prosecutes sexual assault cases has been charged with fourth-degree assault with a sexual motivation. Police say Amy Yarger identified herself as a prosecutor before repeatedly groping a man at the bar of Sea Galley in Union Gap earlier this year. The charging decision was made by the Franklin County prosecuting attorney, but the case is still going through Yakima District Court. Yarger was placed on paid administrative leave on June 26th. Her next court date for the fourth-degree assault charge is in August. The Washington State Attorney General's office is investigating whether Franklin County commissioners converting certain health benefits to a taxable wage starting in 2016 was unconstitutional. Commissioners voted in favor of converting VIVA health benefits or excess health care benefits into a taxable wage in 2016. However, that may have been unconstitutional under Washington law, which prevents elected officials from giving themselves raises while in office. The issue came to light after an audit of the Franklin County payroll in May of this year. If deemed unconstitutional, Commissioner Brad Peck would owe nearly $47,000. Commissioner Rick Miller would owe over $21,000, and former Commissioner Bob Koch would owe nearly $20,000. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, with UPS approaching a critical deadline in its talks with the drivers' union, an impending strike could affect your online shopping.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency.
Plus, receive $1,000 off your new roof when you schedule by the end of July. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Queensgate Gardens thanks you all for the wonderful support that you've shown us throughout this incredible spring season. We are truly honored to have such amazing customers like you. Come on down for any last-minute summer planting and check out our amazing selection at our fruit stand.
I'm currently out of the office, focusing on a little blue sky thinking. I'll be taking meetings with family and friends and checking voicemail as my activities permit. I'll connect with you after reconnecting with me. Get 1.9% APR plus $500 purchase allowance on a 2023 Cadillac XT4, XT5, and XT6. Visit your Yakima and Tri-Cities Cadillac dealer today.
It's a celebration of Merlot this summer in Walla Walla, July 13th through the 15th. Join more than 50 Walla Walla wineries for Celebrate Walla Walla Valley Wine. Take part in special tastings of rare library wines, enjoy intimate winemaker dinners, and gain access to premium Merlots during the wine panel presentation and tasting. Participate in this full sensory experience from July 13th through the 15th. Tickets are on sale now at wallawallawine.com.
With savings this explosive, the extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is resulting in some very interesting reactions.
That's $300 off the dining set and 50% off the sofa. Yeah.
With $600 off the bedroom and $300 off the mattress, you are saving $900 today.
Whoa.
Plus, save $100 on every $1,000 you spend, and 5 years, no interest. When you save this much, you'll be seeing fireworks too. But hurry, the extended 4th of July sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Protect your dog from fleas and ticks with NexGard Chews, the protection that's #1 with dogs. Use with caution in dogs with a history of seizures or neurologic disorders. For a limited time, get up to a 2-month rebate when you buy 12 doses of both NexGard Chews and HeartGuard Plus Chews from your vet. Terms apply.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back on this Tuesday morning, everyone. Well, the possibility of a UPS strike looms as negotiations between the shipping giant and the Teamsters Union have reached a critical standstill. With an August 1st deadline approaching, a strike could have a major impact on average Americans and businesses nationwide. UPS delivered around 21 million packages a day across the country last year and moves about 6% of the United States gross domestic product. Mike Valerio has a closer look at the potential consequences of a strike and how soon you could see an impact.
Practicing to strike. These members of a UPS Teamsters local union in Arizona are among 340,000 nationwide preparing to picket starting August 1st. That's when the 5-year contract between the nation's largest trucking company and the labor union is coming to an end.
All we want is a fair contract, fair wages, fair protection, and it's up to the company to see if they can provide that.
Teamsters leadership says disagreement over union demands like a pay raise for part-time workers stalled negotiations last week. On its website, UPS says it was the Teamsters who halted talks, writing, quote, "We have encouraged the Teamsters to return to the table to continue building on the significant progress we have made."
They made billions last year, and all these men and women out here behind me, they worked through the pandemic, and they kept America moving, brought all the goods to everybody.
So, what does a potential strike mean for you? Customers can still expect their package deliveries through July. But if a strike happens, the future of deliveries is unclear. Your online orders and other deliveries could see delays and disruptions.
There's no other delivery service that can make up for the work that our workers do. I would imagine a lot of things wouldn't get delivered. If there's no agreement by August 1st, we're all walking.
For small business owners, a strike could disrupt supply chains and impact their ability to fulfill orders on time, and their revenue and customer satisfaction could take a hit.
And economists say transporting goods is a critical step of the supply chain, and any disruption in delivery can create bottlenecks and increase costs for businesses, and all that could lead to higher prices for consumers. Coming up, a horrifying story out of Tennessee after a restaurant employee finds video evidence of a youth soccer coach allegedly drugging and sexually assaulting his players. That's next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us.
Electrifying rock stars from the original cast of the Broadway production now in concert. This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. Live and in concert. Friday, July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Broadway's Rock of Ages Band, performing the monster hits that helped define the 80s.
Top Tree Service is committed to providing the best service and experience possible. From the first call to schedule your estimate, through our final after-service follow-up call ensuring complete satisfaction. Your trees are valuable assets, and we ensure our ISA certified arborists will protect your investment. The health and safety of your trees are our top priority. Call today to schedule a free estimate and experience the top tree service difference for yourself.
Warning, your air conditioner unit needs service. Would you like me to call Bruce?
Yes, call Bruce.
Thanks to today's modern technology, it's never been easier to call Bruce Heating and Air. When your AC unit needs serviced, call Bruce.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get this party started.
Just make sure you call the right Bruce.
Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $2,250 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air. Terms and conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Bruce Heating and Air.
When migraine strikes, you're faced with a choice. Ride it out with the trade-offs of treating, or push through the pain and symptoms. With Ubrelvy, there's another option. One dose works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Treat it anytime, anywhere, without worrying where you are or if it's too late. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Migraine pain relief starts with you. Ask about Ubrelvy. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
Do you listen to the TV on high volume or have trouble hearing conversations? Then you would benefit from hearing aids. Don't waste thousands on expensive hearing aids when you can get Nano's revolutionary technology for just $297. Don't be fooled by higher-priced hearing aids. The CIC Recharge is a true hearing aid, not an amplifier. With rechargeable technology many customers say is superior to more expensive models. Call now and get not one, but 2 Nano hearing aids for just $297. Plus, we'll add a portable charging case and ship your order absolutely free. The CIC Recharge has a tiny in-the-ear canal design that is nearly invisible. Why keep missing out on important conversations or waste thousands of dollars? Call and get 2 CIC Recharge hearing aids for only $297 and free shipping.
800-820-2755. Again, that's 800-820-2755.
E.T. and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Extra, extra.
A youth soccer coach in Tennessee has been accused of drugging and sexually assaulting his players after a restaurant worker discovers video evidence on a left-behind phone. And former U.S. gymnastics team doctor and convicted sexual predator Larry Nassar has been stabbed in prison.
And our sunny summer continues. I'll get you prepared for today and the week ahead. My first alert weather forecast.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good morning, Northwest, on your side.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
I'm Jason Valentine. It's 6:31 on a Tuesday morning. Welcome back, Jill.
Thank you so much, Jason. It's good to be back.
We missed you yesterday, and I was off all week, so it's been a while since we've been together.
Been a while,
so it is good to be with you, and it is good to have good news to tell people.
Of course, it's always great to have good news.
It's always good. Let's take a look outside. Again, if you love sunshine and nice conditions, well, you're going to love today. Look at our Legends Casino Skycam, just beautiful in Toppenish and really beautiful across our areas. Plenty of clear skies, and it is going to continue, and we do expect to see just beautiful conditions all day today. Maybe a hint of clouds tomorrow, especially in our morning hours, but more sunshine than not for the week ahead. Upper 80s to lower 90s for all of our areas as we just expect another sparkler of a day. Again, folks, hope you're able to enjoy. And again, we're still getting a little bit of a break from those hot temperatures we saw, especially over our last weekend. We have the possibility of some triple digits returning this weekend, but for the next couple of days, we are getting a break right around average for this time of year. So that nice Tuesday is ahead. We are staying dry, and we have a hot weekend ahead. So a lot of good news to talk about as we're heading towards the middle part of July. All that in my full forecast. That's coming up. But for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
A Tennessee soccer coach is accused of drugging and raping boys after dozens of disturbing videos and pictures of children were reportedly found on his phone. It came to light when a restaurant worker found Camilo Hurtado Campos' cell phone and searched through it to figure out who it belonged to. We want to warn you, details from this story are very hard to hear. Amanda Chin has the story.
Joshua LaRue ended his shift at Marco's when a customer gave him a phone that someone left behind. Wanting to figure out whose it was, he searched through the phone and found the unthinkable.
Mortified, astonished, disgusted, just trying to process, breathe and think.
LaRue immediately contacted the Franklin Police Department, where officers later identified the suspect as Camilo Hurtado Campos.
To know the extent of it, even more so than what I thought it was, is, like I said earlier, it's just heartbreaking.
In many of these photos, police say Campos recorded himself drugging and brutally raping unconscious boys between the ages of 9 and 17.
This is by far one of the most shocking and egregious child sex cases that our department has seen.
Detectives found 10 videos of victims on that phone. In those videos, detectives say the children who were assaulted were so unconscious they may not know what happened to them.
As a 2.5 decade police officer here at Franklin, and as being a dad for about as long, this case and the content and what's been described to me is so disheartening to think that what happened to kids in our community actually happened.
How did the suspect reach these victims? Police say Campos frequently went to nearby school playgrounds in the Hill Estates and Glass Lane area and approached kids to recruit them as players for his team. Lieutenant Charlie Warner's message for parents of victims: they're not to blame.
Convicted sexual predator and former USA Gymnastics Dr. Larry Nassar was stabbed 10 times at the federal prison where he's housed in Florida. Joe Rojas, president of the local correction officers union, says Nassar is in stable condition after corrections officers saved his life. The Bureau of Prisons said in a statement that an inmate was assaulted at the U.S. Penitentiary Coleman II on Sunday. A source confirmed the inmate was Nassar. Nassar was sentenced in 2018 to up to 175 years in prison after more than 150 women and girls said he sexually abused them over the past 2 decades. He admitted using his trusted medical position to assault and molest girls under the guise of medical treatment.
She was stabbed twice in the neck, 6 times in the chest, and twice in the back. The only reason he is alive because of our staff that saved his life. The staff that were there, they were working on a double shift because we don't have enough staff.
Nassar pleaded guilty to 7 counts of criminal sexual conduct in Michigan and separately to federal child pornography charges, for which he was sentenced to 60 years in prison. A 37-day stay has been granted to Bryan Kohberger's legal team. Kohberger is accused of fatally stabbing 4 students from the University of Idaho last year. Judge John Judge granted the stay to allow the defense time to go over grand jury materials. According to court documents, Kohberger's lawyers could renew the motion to stay proceedings after it finishes its review. The trial is scheduled to start in October. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Tuesday morning, we have some wonderful weather to talk about. I'll have that in my first alert weather forecast coming right up.
Plus, after no winner last night, it's time to start thinking about what it would be like if you won the lottery as the Powerball jackpot continues to rise.
This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Bay, July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Smoke City for Less is your one-stop shop in Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and Hermiston. Every location is conveniently located. And now, Smoke City for Less Hermiston has relocated to North 1st Street by AutoZone. An easy turnoff, $3.95, and you are there. For the lowest prices and largest selection of vape mods, the best batteries, tobacco products, Kratom, and specialty products too. Open 7 days a week, 5 locations, Kennewick, Richland, Pasco, West Richland, and the new location in Hermiston, off $3.95. Smoke City for Less. We smoke the competition.
Welcome to the Village Bistro. We're happy you're here. I wanted to share with you some of the things we have on our menu. One of my favorite things is our lemon ricotta pancakes, topped with blueberries and powdered sugar and butter, and oh my, they are so delicious. You gotta try our 4-cheese mac and cheese or burgers. Some say they're the best in town. We love to get to know each customer that comes in, and we want you to feel like family when you're with us.
Next ET, we're counting down to Barbie with Margot Robbie and Ryan Gosling.
There's no toady thing when it comes to Barbie.
Would they consider a sequel?
I'm not. Are you sick of me yet?
Are you kidding me? Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
DirecTV has 2 ways to get the TV you love, satellite or internet. And that show you pretend not to love. Look, if you want to watch people eat bugs in the woods, that's your thing, baby.
Switch today for a $200 reward card.
Apple Valley. It's our special place we call home. From the Cascades in the west to the Blue Mountains in the east, Apple Valley News Now covers our area like no one else. On air, online, and on the go with our new mobile app. Apple Valley News Now is truly on your side.
Next live from the new Mission Impossible, Haley Atwell.
I may or may not have started a rumor that you and your entire family are in the CIA.
Plus, Kate McKinnon from Barbie.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Well, apparently no U.S. worker will hand in his or her unexpected 2 weeks notice this morning because there wasn't a winner for Monday's Powerball Grand Prize jackpot.
But that's good news because the next drawing is Wednesday, tomorrow, when the top prize will be roughly $725 million.
Oh, wow.
For those who can't wait until then, Mega Millions has a drawing tonight. According to the company's website, it has an estimated jackpot of $480 million.
Yeah, that sounds like enough.
That does. Now, numbers people who are brilliant in that, they say it's not worth buying the $1 or $2 ticket until it's $700 million.
Oh, okay.
Just numbers wise.
Interesting.
Yes, so it's worth it then.
Well, some people might say it's worth it.
Well, of course it's worth it.
You just never know.
But the numbers wise, it works out a little bit better. All right, folks, I'll have your first alert weather forecast coming up next.
And a new study shows that family game nights could help your children get a better grasp on math. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
This morning, GMA's live from. Go on, tell them, Robin and Lara.
GMA is taking center court. Wimbledon, here we come.
And you know, we love ourselves some tennis. Only on.
Good morning, Wimbledon. Oh, I see what you did there. You got that?
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the heat and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency.
Plus, to receive $1,000 off your new roof when you schedule by the end of July. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's pizza party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
Here at the clinic, we stay up to date on the latest research and we offer cutting-edge therapies. We treat a number of different conditions, specifically Parkinson's disease, stroke recovery, traumatic brain injury, fibromyalgia, diabetes. We also treat folks dealing with cognitive decline due to aging.
We all have dreams and ideas about how life is going to be, and then life happens, and it's not necessarily what we pictured. So how do we deal with that? I've lived with multiple sclerosis for years. It's realizing that it's all one system. How do you reset your goals so that you can live a happy, healthy life even with chronic illness? And I can attest, yes, you can. My life is incredibly happy.
We first start by improving oxygen utilization in the cells because healthy cells are well oxygenated. We then work towards improving areas of the brain that are inefficient, and for this we use a number of different modalities. We offer oxygen contrast therapy, hyperbaric oxygen therapy, transcranial photobiomodulation, and our latest addition, brain high-intensity interval training.
We also build a schedule for the patient that makes it easy to adapt their game plan to their lives and the therapies they do inside the clinic. To get started, call 509-783-5465 and schedule an appointment with a client advocate today.
Next Extra. Our globe-trotting tour with Tom Cruise continues. Next stop, New York.
To be here, to have this moment, it's very special.
With Tom on turning 61 and finally dropping his new Mission Impossible. Next Extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on Apple Valley News Now.
This is Broadway's Rock of Ages Band. July 21st at Legends Casino Hotel.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're having a good morning so far and plenty of blue skies. Again, a change from yesterday morning. Blue skies greeting you this morning as opposed to those thunder clouds that we had yesterday. So looking much nicer, and we have a much nicer day ahead. And really, this is going to be indicative for what we're going to be seeing tomorrow, Thursday, even Friday and into the weekend, that we are going to be warming up as we head towards that weekend. A little bit chilly this morning. We're in the lower 60s to mid to upper 50s, so cooler than it has been for the past week or so. So a little bit chillier conditions. And if you didn't get to air out your house yesterday or your apartment for those cooler temperatures, maybe air them out this morning to get a little bit of cooler air into your place, into your domicile. So looking at our temperatures for the week ahead, we're looking right around our average. So average for the Tri-Cities around 92. So all of our cities mid to upper 80s, lower 90s, and we're going to stay there through Thursday. Then we're going to ascend into our weekend. So around 10 or so degrees above our average, and could see those triple digits return. If not, we'll see those mid to upper 90s. So another above average weekend is on the way. So you saw our sky cam, plenty of blue sky in the Tri-Cities area, plenty of blue skies throughout all of our areas, and that's going to continue for the next couple of days at least. So we do have cloud coverage coming in tomorrow. Let's take a look at that. Futurecast looking beautiful for your Tuesday, but into tomorrow morning and into our early afternoon, a little bit more cloud coverage for your Wednesday. But besides that, more sunshine than not for the week ahead as we just continue to see very nice conditions. And again, we're not really breaking the bank like we did with those that heat that we saw last weekend, but still a hot weekend is on the way. So wind speeds between 10 and 15 mile per hour winds are expected for the next couple of days at times. Still, we'll see moments of light winds and even nominal winds like Yakima is seeing right now. And we'll see 10 to 15, maybe even up to 20 mile per hour winds as we head into the next couple of days. But looking at a little lighter for your weekend, still pretty consistent, right around 10 to 15. So for our allergy forecast, trees and grass still in that moderate zone, weeds, mold in the low zone, nettle and plantains are your allergens currently. So let's take a look at our highs today. Upper 80s to lower 90s for the Yakima Valley, 83 for Ellensburg. In the Mid-Columbia, we're in those lower 90s to upper 80s. Some of our cities a degree above or a degree below what we saw yesterday. Definitely a degree above for Walla Walla at 90, 88 for Pendleton. 7-day forecast, and folks, besides tomorrow, all of this sunshine is on the way. So we're going to be right around 90 degrees through Thursday, 95 Friday, and then upper 90s for your weekend. Looking to cool down a bit in our next work week. Overnight lows mid-60s. Mid-60s for the Tri-Cities as well for overnight lows. Lower 90s through Thursday, 96 Friday, and return to those triple digits, very possible on Saturday and Sunday. So my goodness, again, what a difference 24 hours makes. We had that stormy conditions that we had yesterday morning. Very nice this morning. Plenty of sunshine today and plenty of heat as well, right around our average. Folks, hope you have a chance to enjoy it on this Tuesday.
Well, even just a little bit of exercise can counter depression in older adults with chronic conditions. That's according to a 10-year study published Monday in the journal JAMA Network Open. Researchers followed more than 4,000 Irish adults for a decade. Every 2 years, they were asked about their physical activity and depressive symptoms. The study found the more time people spent exercising, the better they felt. People who worked out 20 minutes a day, 5 days a week, had a 16% lower rate of depressive symptoms. Those who exercised 2 hours a day benefited the most, with symptoms reduced by 23%. The study's findings were not surprising. Past research has indicated a strong link between exercise and reducing depression. Well, summer learning loss is something that has a lot of parents and teachers worried, especially with many students struggling to get caught up after the pandemic. New research shows game night might help. A study published in the journal Early Years looks at the individual impact of 25 games on learning. The studies used several different tests adopted in early education to measure things such as arithmetic, speed, and accuracy. They found board games can help young kids grow stronger math abilities. In more than 30% of the games, kids saw a significant improvement in math ability compared with those who did not play. The games were introduced for an average of 20 minutes per day, twice a week for a month and a half. Well, the 2022 Crime in Washington report released this week. While data shows that crime has decreased in some parts of the United States, overall crime in Washington has continued to rise as of 2022. Apple Valley News Now's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio. Riley, Washington State has seen no shortage in car thefts. What are the numbers looking like now?
Good morning, Jill. According to the 2022 Crime in Washington report, vehicle thefts are up by quite a bit. And we've talked with local police about how to prevent car thefts and about which cars are most likely to get targeted. And now we have the numbers to show how it's impacted the state as a whole. From 2021 to 2022, there was a 34.1% increase in car thefts. In 2020, Washington saw 27,000 stolen cars. In 2021, it was 35,000. And in 2022, 47,000 cars were reported to be stolen in Washington state. Car thefts have increased by thousands for the past several years now. According to the executive director with the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs, 2021 was already a very high year, and 2022 saw 12,000 more stolen cars. As crime increases around the state, according to the numbers in the 2022 Crime in Washington report, lock your car doors and stay safe. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. We will be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, an ABC News broadcast exclusive.
Is there any message you have for the Russian authorities?
Journalism is not a crime.
We want our son back.
Yes.
It's been over 100 days since Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich was detained by the Russian government, accused of espionage, and held in a Moscow prison.
We need to have all the strength to survive this time until he gets back.
This morning, his parents are speaking out to George Stephanopoulos.
How did you learn the news that he'd been arrested?
Well, we got a call from the Wall Street Journal that he didn't report back on time.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear more from Evan Gershkovich's parents and their important message for the world about their son. With your GMA First Look, I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
With wet AMD, sometimes I worry my world is getting smaller because of my sight. But now, I can open up my world with Vabysmo. Vabysmo is the first FDA-approved treatment for people with wet AMD that improves vision and delivers a chance for up to 4 months between treatments, which means doing more of what I love. Vabysmo is the only treatment designed to block 2 causes of wet AMD.
Vabysmo is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye, or are allergic to it or any of its ingredients. Treatments like Vabysmo can cause eye infection or retinal detachment. Vabysmo may cause a temporary increase in eye pressure after receiving the injection. Although uncommon, there is a potential risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots.
Open up your world.
A chance for up to 4 months between treatments with Vabysmo. Ask your doctor.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:53. We're going to get to your first alert forecast in a moment, but first we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. Level 3 leave now evacuations are in place for Grant County residents west of Quincy. Multiple orders across all levels have been issued for nearby residents. The fire has burned an estimated 2,400 acres. State mobilization has been authorized for the fire as homes, crops, and a processing warehouse are threatened. There's a Red Cross emergency shelter at Quincy Middle School, and you can find all of the areas under evacuation on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. The Grant County Sheriff's Office says a lightning strike is suspected of starting a fire near Cooley City yet early yesterday morning. The fire prompted some Level 3 leave now evacuation orders, but those were lifted within a few hours. The Sheriff's Office says the fire took out some power lines but didn't impact buildings. Authorities have arrested a man they say threatened to shoot up Yakima Valley College yesterday morning. Police say someone in the 1300 block of South 12th Avenue called 911 and dispatchers heard a man making the shooting threat and a woman saying he had a gun. Officers responded, found the man near the college and chased him. Officers located the gun hidden nearby and the man was arrested. He's facing charges of first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm, obstruction, and resisting arrest. A Yakima County deputy prosecuting attorney has been charged with fourth-degree assault with a sexual motivation. Police say Amy Yarger identified herself as a prosecutor before repeatedly groping a man at the bar of Sea Galley in Union Gap earlier this year. The decision was made by the Franklin County prosecuting attorney, but the case is still going through Yakima District Court. Yarger was placed on paid administrative leave June 26th. Her next court date is in August. The Washington State Attorney General's office is investigating whether Franklin County commissioners converting certain health benefits to a taxable wage starting in 2016 was unconstitutional. If we can bring up that video, commissioners voted in favor of converting VIBA health benefits or excess health care benefits into a taxable wage in 2016. However, that may have been unconstitutional under Washington law, which prevents elected officials from giving themselves raises while in office. State transportation officials are making headway on improving conditions at the worst areas for crashes. Crews broke ground yesterday on a $3 million project to turn the intersection at 97 Jones Road into a roundabout. A safer option because they reduce the speed and prevents high-speed head-on or T-bone collisions that often end in fatalities or serious injury collisions. Similar to one they built a year and a half ago at the intersection of McDonald Road and 97 in Toppenish, another dangerous area.
My goodness, a beautiful Tuesday is ahead. Good morning, everyone. Beautiful blue skies are going to greet you as you head out the door for wherever you're headed today. Clear skies throughout our area, so just get ready for plenty of beauty today. We are a little cooler than we have been in our morning hours, mid to lower 60s, upper 50s, so a little chilly this morning comparatively, but still we're going to be seeing warm temperatures. Winds between 10 and 15 mile per hour at times. Could be even a little heavier in our evening hours. So a little bit of push today with our winds. Cool you down a little bit. Highs today right around our average. We're in the upper 80s to lower 90s for the Yakima Valley. 83 for Ellensburg. In the mid-Columbia, lower 90s, upper 80s as well. And in the Blue Mountain region, a little warmer than yesterday. 94 Walla Walla, 88 for Pendleton. Similar temperatures tomorrow and Thursday. Folks, a beautiful Tuesday is ahead. Hope you have a chance to get outside and enjoy. Jill.
Thanks for joining us. Your local news is back tonight at 5. Have a great rest of your morning.